All right, joining us on Pirate Radio Live Mondays with Mac, Coach Mac McCarthy is here to talk week 0 and get you ready for week 1 of the college football season. Coach Mac, how you doing?
I am good. I am good. We got the playoffs starting for NASCAR and college football. Last week, yeah, it was in a little bit of an appetizer, but this week it gets real.
And a tight race in our fantasy NASCAR heading to the playoffs. So we'll get to that in a moment. First, Mac, it's a big week when I have notes. So uh,
That's
for the
impressive.
for the
Typed up and everything.
for the first time since last college football season, I'm prepared to talk to you. So here we go.
Yes.
All right, quick week 0 recap. Iowa State beat Kansas State. Won a couple of units there on the money line. Lost 3 units on the over. And Mac, I've said this before. My bets that I place are good bets. It's just the players don't cooperate. Like they don't do their part. And I've probably said that to you in the past, and you probably said I was an idiot. Do you understand what I'm saying now? The over was the play. Hell, the
Yes.
game ended on the 1 yard line.
Yes.
Okay, I mean that
Taking a knee. Taking a
good,
knee just cost us money.
and having the first and goal on a muff punt, like and not scoring, like the over was the play. I'm not counting that against you. Should have been a winner, but anyway, we'll move on. Uh, Also, coming out of that, how about Avery Johnson's dad and brother getting into a brawl after the game? What the hell was that?
I mean, that's college football, baby. We don't have to talk about the portal or NIL or realignment. We can talk about dad getting in a fight with brother.
So I saw the video and I'm like, oh man, just the drunk college football fans going at it. Wait a minute, those are both guys wearing purple. They're the same fan base, and then it comes out, wait a minute, they're family. Maybe that makes it better. It was just a family squabble instead of two strangers fighting.
I think fist fighting your child is worse than a stranger.
All right, well, Mac, any thoughts? What's
Yeah,
worse,
I
fist
mean
fighting a stranger or your son?
the only thought I had was alcohol was involved, and that's the explanation.
Big win for Iowa State though. They get it done. Also, the Hawaii kicker who hit the game-winning field goal against Stanford learned how to kick from watching YouTube. I found that interesting.
Love that story, and he was over here and decided he could do that, and he went and learned, and he kicks 3 field goals, including the game winner. That is a great story. I hope we don't lose that one through the course of the season.
And ironically, Vegas, I think, made the most money off of UNLV this weekend because everybody liked UNLV to win by 30. They were in a dogfight with Idaho State, so they might have just made another building in Las. Maybe they'll dedicate it to UNLV, the new building they're going to make for all the money they won.
Yeah, they're loving some Dan Mullen right now.
All right, so there's your week 0. Anything else, Mac? Jalen Daniels looked pretty good for Kansas. They kind of took it to Fresno the second quarter and kind of a snoozer in the second half. But anything else stand out to you?
Yeah, your boy.
North Carolina Central picking up a win on national TV.
Yep, and your boys, not doing well. Fresno, I know you like them. They're your West Coast team, but yeah, Daniels, 18 out of 20 ain't bad.
All right, let's get to week 1. And Mac, we'll start getting your thoughts. ECU, NC State, line 11 and a half, 12-ish, whatever. Pirates beat the Pack in the bowl game the last time these two teams were out there. A lot of different faces, a lot of different motivation from a bowl game to a week 1 game. But you think we'll see a close one, upset potential? What do you think about Thursday night?
Well, my first thought was Sportsline, who I kind of use when I do these radio shows. When I set the lines on other shows that I do, and they've still got it at 14, which I think that's just too many in a rivalry kind of game. I don't care what their coach says, what Dorn says. It's a rivalry game, and yeah, it's first year of Coach Harrell with being totally in charge and a lot of new faces. And NC State, I'm sure, is pretty motivated, but I don't think they're any more motivated than the Pirates. But 14 points in a rivalry game would really bother me. I would be I would be heavily leaning. That's why I asked you the question about what's an upset. Are you using the points or not using the points? I know what the definition of an upset is, but I didn't know if we could use any points at all or we weren't using points. So that line sounds just too high to me.
Remind us, where do you have NC State in the ACC?
Yeah, right in the middle. I know some people are a little bit higher on them, got them in the top half, but I think they'll be right there between sixth and ninth somewhere.
All right. ECU NC State, our pregame coverage begins Thursday, 3 o'clock on the Bud Light pregame tailgate. And Maxter, since it's a Thursday, I might not bother you, but some of these Saturday pregame shows, if you're just sitting around eating your amazing spread that you have on a college football Saturday, I might give you a call and talk some games with you if you're available.
I am always available for Pirate Radio.
Yes, sir. That's what I like to hear. All right, Mac, this year, instead of going top 10 team to lose, top 25 team to lose like we've done the past couple years, I'll throw out 5 of the best-ish games, and we'll pick them, and we'll keep our records, and we'll also do an upset pick of the week. That's the format this year. So,
all right.
Cool with you? Cool
sure.
with you, Jarrett?
Mm-hmm.
All right. I didn't bring a pen, but I'll go back and mark them afterwards. TCU at North Carolina. Going to start there with Monday Night Football. A lot of eyeballs on this just because of the head coach of North Carolina. TCU is a road favorite in this game, Mac. Who do you like here?
Yeah, I kind of like the GOAT in this one, and I'm a TCU guy. I like Dykes. I think they're better in the Big 12 than people realize. But gosh, a very first game as a college coach, how do you go against the GOAT?
Not knowing much about what they are going to be, I'm kind of there with you. I think I'm going to take North Carolina at home, Jarrett.
I'm taking TCU.
All right.
I hate Carolina. Not like not in the sense of like, oh, I hate them because I just don't think they're going to be good this year.
Okay, and that starts with week 1. I think they win week 1 and then kind of stink the rest of the year. Maybe
they'll lose to Charlotte.
They're not going to lose.
Write that down.
I don't have a pen. I just told you that. You write it down. Let's see. Next, we're going to go Alabama at Florida State. Mac, you, we talked about this one like in June. You like Alabama a lot this year, and you like them in week 1, right?
I like them a lot. Like them for the whole thing. Like them to win the entire thing. And I can't imagine them stumbling in Tallahassee. Castellanos running his mouth. Don't think that'll have anything to do with the game. Alabama's just better at this point. And Florida State needs to be competitive in the game. They need to, appear like they could possibly play with them a little bit. But that's marginal at best. But I do think Alabama handles their business.
I'll take Bama as well. Florida State, 2 wins last year. How many games do they win this year, Mac?
They go to a bowl.
Okay. Jarrett.
Give me Bama.
All right, we are rolling tide. Battle of the Tigers, LSU at Clemson. One thing I noticed, Mac, that a lot of home sites week 1 this year rather than neutral sites for these big games.
Yeah, and I like the home sites. My guys are playing in a neutral site game in Atlanta, and that's kind of fun. But college football is made to be played on campus, in my opinion.
Boy, people are really high on Clemson. If this was another SEC team, I would take probably the SEC, but I'll go Clemson at home here. But I don't know. I'm not completely sold on them like a lot of folks are.
I'm really high on LSU as well as Clemson, but I do think Clemson's going to be awfully good. They've got a lot of returnees. They've plugged some holes. They've got a veteran quarterback. The receiver room's starting to look like the old Clemson receiver rooms. A little bit concerned about the defense, and Nussmeier is another veteran guy. This is going to be a good LSU team, but this is a huge game. Both these teams can be in the playoffs regardless of the outcome, but I do like Clemson at home.
All right.
I like Clemson. I mean, I got a future on them to win the whole thing, so got to go undefeated, I feel like.
All right, you're backing the Clemson Tigers. My favorite game of the week, if I could only watch one, it wouldn't be Texas Ohio State. It would be Notre Dame at Miami, just for the nostalgia purposes, the uniforms. I like when these teams are good in college football. It reminds me of, I guess, my childhood or something. Notre Dame at Miami, also a monster game. I mean, if Notre Dame wins this, they might cruise. What week did they lose to Northern Illinois, Mac? Was that
Second
one?
week.
Okay.
Second week last year.
Yeah, that's crazy that they almost won a national championship after losing to Northern Illinois. I want to pick Miami here, but I think I'm going to take the Irish in this game on the road. Who do you got, Mac?
I like Miami too. Is it 3.5, 2.5, whatever it is?
You're going Miami?
I'm going Miami, and I really think this is going to be a slobber knocker.
Yeah.
I'm liking the under too.
What's the total, Jarrett? Can you pull that up real
49 and
quick?
a half.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I like that. I like a lot of running from Jeremiah Love. But, yeah, I'm taking Notre Dame, Max on Miami.
I will say this though, look out for Notre Dame to throw the ball down the field a little bit more than they have in the past. They've got a quarterback that can throw it down the field now, and even though they're gonna primarily run the football, but when they don't, they'll do a little play action, and I think they haven't been able to throw it. With the two ACC transfer quarterbacks from Duke and Wake, they really haven't thrown the ball, stretched the field. But I have a feeling that they do that this year.
Which will only help Jeremiah Love. Jarrett, who you got?
I'm going Miami. Mac kind of talked me into liking Miami last week when he, I don't know, just sung their
Carson
praises.
Beck.
Yeah.
All right, and finally the headliner, Texas at Ohio State. Texas, I think only number one preseason team to ever be an underdog week one. Ohio State coming off a championship. I'm kind of all in on Arch Manning in Texas, so I got to take the Longhorns here on the road at Ohio State.
Yeah, I go the other way, and I don't know what we're going to get out of either quarterback, other than the fact that they're both really good. But at Ohio State, if this game was at Texas, I'd take Texas. I think the home field is the difference, and I still don't think Coach Day gets enough credit.
All right, break the tie, Jarrett.
I'm going Texas. I think they're a lot better than they were last year. And I kind of want to see you get a win over Mully.
Yeah, it's really me versus Mully here. We got a big Arch Manning thing going. All right, so there are the picks. My upset of the week, I want to go first because Mac might have this one because I'm kind of taking it because of Mac. He likes Baylor this year. Usually in these games, I would take the SEC team. But again, this is a true home site for the Baylor Bears. They are home dogs to Auburn. Give me Baylor to win that game outright.
Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, I've gone back and forth on this one. I don't know. I took Miami, and I think that's a possibility. I think North Carolina beating TCU is certainly a possibility too. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with the goat. I'm gonna go with the goat to get an
All right.
upset in this first game.
Upset of the week, put a star beside North Carolina beating TCU. Jarrett.
I really like Baylor over Auburn, but I'm not going to do the same game as you. I'm going to go with Toledo over Kentucky.
That will segue into our group of 5 games to watch, which I like to keep an eye on that, Coach Mack. And one of those games is Toledo at Kentucky, the Rockets trying to pull off an upset over an SEC team. Other games Thursday night, 5:30, Boise State at USF. Boise in the playoffs last year, trying to make it back again this year. App State at Charlotte. Feels like a game App State should win easily, but Jared, you might disagree with that.
I don't know. I was very high on Charlotte. Now I'm kind of very low on them, but it could go either way.
Mac, UNLV and Sam Houston played Saturday. They'll play each other on Friday. It's kind of a weird week 0 to week 1 turnaround.
And Sam Houston didn't play well, losing to Western Kentucky. UNLV didn't play well either, but I kind of think they'll make some improvement. The old week 1 to week 2 theory, making a lot of progress, and I think UNLV will be fine. The Kentucky Toledo game is interesting. Backing up for just a second, I mean that line started like 11 and a half. It's down to like 7 or 7.5. I think everybody is leaning toward feeling like Toledo's going to play a little better than everybody thinks.
And I got Northwestern at Tulane. If you want an American team to represent the Group of 5 in the playoff, you need to pull for South Florida and Tulane this weekend. Also, I put Rice at Louisiana. Emory Hunt went to Louisiana, but he does like the Cajuns to potentially be a factor in the playoff race this year. So there is that. We're up against it. Let's get to NASCAR real quick. So Mac's guy won the race, Jarrett, so he gets points, and then me and you are tied in the standings, right?
Yeah, because of Bowman not finishing, you go down a point. We're tied. Mac at 15 now, and heading into the playoffs, still anybody's race.
All right, where are we at this week?
Darlington.
Oh, man. Okay.
The best track.
What you think, Mac?
It's the best track. Denny Hamlin will be a factor.
Jarrett,
I like it.
You co-sign on that?
Yeah, give me Denny.
Mac, what are you doing on Saturday? What's your Saturday look like?
My big rear end will be in a comfortable chair somewhere within reach of food.
And guess what? Mine will too, because we will be slaving away on Thursday for ECU football, which means my Friday, Saturday, Sunday is just me watching college football, and I cannot wait. It's going to be awesome. Mac, appreciate you joining us, man. Good luck with your picks. It sounded like Mac's play of the day is going to be Notre Dame Miami under. That's the one I'm putting in right now.
Well, we came up a little short last week, but it was a player error or coach's error, right?
Wasn't our fault, Mac. Thank you, man. We'll talk to you next Monday.
Thank y'all.